Hi guys, I'm Tanya bin Mansour, licensed massage therapist, Reiki master, clinical hypnotherapist, herbalist, and Krav Maga kickboxing instructor. And today is Woden's Day Wellness again. So let's talk about the thing no one wants to speak about or think about in their healing process or their awakening process, and that is accountability. So if you have an imbalance in your health or in your life, in order to escape it, there is no other way other than laying the victimhood to the side. When we can't focus and we need to meditate, the common excuse I hear from most people is, I don't have time. Why don't you have time? All we have is time and choice. So we choose what to do with our time. We may be very busy throughout the day, but there is no excuse to not give yourself 10 minutes. The excuse of, you have a sensitivity to this food, but you like it so much. Is the 5 minutes of something tasting wonderful worth the day and a half you're going to spend in the bathroom for it? This accountability is the center of all healing, whether it is on the physical, the mental, or the spiritual, or the social. It is accountability. When you tell a white lie to someone and you think you did it to spare their feelings, you think you did it out of grace, you did not. And you need to be accountable for the dishonesty. Instead of telling that white lie, the wise thing to do would be to say nothing or to tell the truth. We all want this, wonderful, beautiful healing journey, but to be accountable sometimes is messy, but sometimes love is messy. And to not be accountable to yourself for your actions and for your process is the worst disservice that you can do to yourself and the world at large. So Woden's Day Wellness is, we're going to kick all of the excuses to the side, because I'm sorry, there are none. If you are overweight and you don't have a genetic or a glandular issue, you must be accountable for losing the weight. The chips didn't make you fat. Your choice to make and eat the chips made you fat. It is escaping victimhood. And this is one of the core sicknesses in our entire society as a whole, is living in the fear-based and victimhood realms. And this must be accounted for. When we treat someone unfairly, or we are in a reactive state in our journey, and you might snap at someone, they didn't deserve it. You were just having a bad day and spit your shit all over everyone. And this is unacceptable. And we can say, I'm sorry, but to truly account for something is to evolve your behavior. It's not that anything we should seek to get rid of things, and that's good. That is a base path. Some people need to, let's just use an example of an anger problem. For some people in their spiritual soul evolution, the Sutriyana path of getting rid of something to manage it might be acceptable, and that's good for that path. On a more Vajrayana evolved path, one would seek, I don't need to get rid of my anger. I need to utilize it constructively, because we are intrinsically perfect in our being, but we lack the accountability to bring the perfection into fruition and to be in our alignment. So Woden's Day Wellness is the best advice I can give anyone. Stop blaming people for your choices. Your life, everything, is our own fault. even to the fact of choosing to be born where we are born. We choose this. This is not a random occurrence. And so we must account. Life will hand you things to victimize you, but one can choose not to live in the victim field. One can go, okay, you're trying to victimize me. I will not be a victim. I will respond accordingly or not react, and then I will survive and evolve and utilize this awful instance this person threw at you, versus, oh, woe is me, well, you know, I eat chips because I was abused. No, everyone's been abused. We abuse each other on a daily basis, but no one accounts for it. And when you choose to eat the chips, you're choosing to eat the chips because you like the chips. You're not choosing to eat chips because you were abused. And these are the hard, cold facts of healing. And no matter what it is, take your life into your own hands. Because when you use victimhood as an excuse, life is living you. You are not living life. So when we stand up and we account for our stuff, as well as hold others accountable, when someone tries to victimize you, don't allow it. Stand up. Hold them accountable. Accountability is a two-way street. I hold myself accountable. I hold you accountable. I hold each of my patients accountable for their healing process. I am there to walk beside them and to help guide and shine my light in hopes that they see their light. I don't want them to think as I think or feel as I feel. I want them to awaken to their authentic self. And it is an ugly road of accountability sometimes on all of our parts. So with love, I beg accountability from myself and from everyone, because that's how we heal. You can't see a wound if you don't open it up and account for it. So you can't do your taxes at the end of the year unless you have settled your accounts and you have your things in order. So accounting for our energy, you know, if you know that a certain person is bad for you and you keep going back to this person, you can't play the victim. And if it's making your life suck to do this, then you're the reason your life sucks. That person isn't, you know. Don't complain about flying monkeys and keep going to the circus. It's not the way it works. It's not the way we break cycles. We break cycles by simply being accountable. So, and it's tough, ugly castor oil sometimes to swallow our own shit. But we cannot evolve until each of us does that. So, with love and accountability, I will see you guys next week. Much love.